What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk with me, Dan, and today G as well. We've got an unboxing to do for you, so what better way than to open it up than by roll that intro! What is up, guys? Welcome back to Guitar Talk. We've got an unboxing to do. We've got the new Fender Acoustasonic Standard Series. I think they're Indonesian made. I'm going to grab some apparatus.
Superb, thank you, Dan.
I'm going to grab a couple of guitars.
Cool. Thank you very much.
And let's go for this one.
So which one you got there, Dan?
It says Acoustic Tele Agun.
Agun. I've got a Acoustic Jazzmaster Agun.
Okay.
So, okay, there we go.
Right.
Right.
So these have literally just come out. They got announced a while ago, but they've only just hit UK stores. I can tell straight away that these are going to be Indonesian made because they've got the Squire style boxing. The little box inside of a box slide out case.
All right.
Right. Let's check.
Cool. Okay, I've shredded this.
Okay, that's good. It's got a battery. We can plug it in. So,
okay,
these are, yes, Indonesian made. So these are the new, to go along with the new Fender Standard Series made in Indonesia. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched my review on the Standard Strat when it came out, the one we got was not very good, the first one we got. I understand through the grapevine that they are a bit better now. So I've been looking forward to getting one of these out of the box to see, are they really any good? Or are they as bad as the Strat that we had? And I can tell you straight away, I don't know what yours is like, but running my hand up and down the fretboard on this is perfect.
First thing I checked.
Yeah.
Because the last one was so poor, but this is good.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Now I know these came from our friends at Peach Guitars, and to be fair, they do check guitars and set them up before they come out, so hence why they're pretty much in tune and why the frets may feel so good on it, because it's come from a retailer that actually checks stuff. But yeah, that feels great. It's set up perfectly. So obviously Peach may have had something to do with that, but let's plug this in. So this is going from my Fractal FM9 on a Fender Bassman setting. With the tuner turned on, because I didn't expect them to be pretty much in tune, but I will quickly check. Now, obviously, to get the most out of this, for acoustic tones, you would plug it into an acoustic amp, but these are supposed to be more of a hybrid sounding guitar.
So it sounds like we've got a single volume control and a blend?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Plays great. Sounds really cool. As with when I reviewed one of these before, so this I think has got less options on than the more expensive models where you've got a few different selections of different types of sounds you can get between the pickups and the acoustic sounds. I think to get the most out of this, especially electric wise, you really need to dial something in that makes the most of this kind of pickup, which obviously the Fractal's great for, because you could set it so you've got a channel that is perfect for the best electric tones you can get out of it, and then when you want acoustic you can switch to an acoustic channel and just flick that over to your acoustic sound and get the best out of it. So this the simplicity of controls compared to, I think the other one had like a 5-way rotary switch or something, or a 5-way selector or something like that, maybe a push pull and a selector. The simplicity of knowing where you are on this, of like, right, I want acoustic, dial it back that way, I want electric, dial it that way, to me just makes so much more sense on this. It's less tones you can get, but I like that. I really like that with this, and it feels great. It's a satin finish neck, satin finish body. It's I would say like a modern C-shape neck. Yeah. It's not like a big, doesn't feel like a big acoustic neck. It feels a little bit bigger than a normal. It might just be because the wood, where it's I think mahogany. Is it mahogany or is it maple?
That
I can't tell. It looks like it's been stained. Mahogany.
I want to say that's a mahogany neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting it in the light, I can see the grain a little bit better now. It might be because it's a mahogany neck, it just feels a bit different, but it feels a little bit bigger than the standard maple neck that you get on like a Strat or a Tele. That might just be me. It might just be the feel of the mahogany where it feels different to maple, but it just feels slightly bigger.
Yeah, I'd agree on that one. It's again, it's a comfortable handful on that one. Again, nice reasonable board on these, I want to say. Or is it?
Yes, I would need to check.
You need to check on that one because there's so many different woods going around at the moment.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of people will say it looks like a mahogany body. It is not. So I have to check on the exact body wood type on this. I want to say it's something like a gaff. It's not. It's another one of the Eastern.
Sapele or something like that.
Yeah, another one of the Eastern style mahoganies, which is somewhere in between there. But again, really nicely grained.
Yeah. Looks attractive.
Light, very light.
Yes. Yes, I'm a guy that when I play something live, I like kind of, especially with like Les Pauls and stuff, I know people like a nice chambered Les Paul and all that stuff. I'm a guy that when I come off stage, I like taking the strap off and just going, yeah, I'll feel that tomorrow, and just kind of knowing that you've done a good night's work on stage. So like guitars like these, if you're wondering how much they weigh, that's 2 fingers, and I've got no issue moving that around. It's that light. There's no kind of weight to it at all. So if you're looking for something small-bodied, lightweight that you're going to get a great acoustic sound out of, then definitely worth having a look at these. I think they're relatively cheap as well. I think they're only around £500.
Yeah, I had a little look earlier and around that sort of level, but that's a lot of guitar.
Did your homework before we unboxed this, did you?
I just wanted to have a quick look and see what's...
I wondered why when you said a lot of people would think this is mahogany but it's not. I was like, oh, you're eagle-eyed G over there.
That's, well, again, it is a little bit of a different sort of like grain structure on it, but with so many different versions and so many different woods being used, it's always good to have a little look.
Yeah. So I believe they've got the same pickup and like sound combination.
Shawbucker and a Fishman.
So theoretically, they should both sound the same plugged in. So it comes down to what body style you prefer. Click.
Lovely.
Now, I think for a convincing acoustic tone on stage, that works really well. What I am going to do, because obviously that is going through a Fender Bassman 65 on the Fractal, is I'm going to fast forward this bit, but I'm going to quickly swap it over into an acoustic preset, so a preset that's made specifically for acoustics, to see how it sounds if you plugged it into something that was made for acoustics. So I'll fast forward this bit. Cool, right, we're back. So it's a bit quiet because it's on a different preset, so hopefully this is going to get picked up through the recording, but straight through what is meant for an acoustic.
Cool. Couple of chords?
Yep.
Can blend in a little bit of that humbucker as well, I think.
As I say, this bit's very much on the fly, so I've got no idea if that's actually coming out on the recording or not, but what I can tell you is in the room, through the cab, it just sounds a lot more like warmer, natural, and kind of like what you'd expect from a full-bodied acoustic.
Yeah.
So there we go. I think in terms of, because obviously normally I do a bit of a rundown of different things in reviews, and this is a bit of an unboxing and I guess a little bit of a review. And I guess if I sum up what I would normally say, I think body-wise we had a little look whilst we were doing the setting up for the acoustic sounds, and it's Naoto, something like that.
Naoto, yeah.
It's got the Shawbucker, the Fishman system, obviously very light, very hollow, mahogany style neck, all that kind of stuff. In terms of sounds, you've heard there's a range of sounds that you can get out of this guitar. It's all really, really cool, quite impressive. Dumbed down and more simple than the higher end versions, and I actually prefer that. I would love to see them do a twin input version so that you can properly split out the humbucker and the under saddle system on it, so that you can have an electric amp and an acoustic amp. That would be great. In terms of build quality, very, very good. No sharp fret ends. It's been set up very, very well. Obviously the guys at Peach may have had something to do with that. There is a little bit of a indentation on the back of the neck on this one.
Hey, you've got one too.
Oh, have you got one?
Yeah, got one here.
Okay, so yeah,
There you go.
in terms of like flawless out of the box, there are a couple of little, I'm not sure if it's a dent or if it's like an imperfection in the wood. It could be either, but
Mine's a dent.
all right. In terms of value for money, they are around the £500 mark, and I think for what you're getting for that, in comparison to the models which were up around £1,000, where I think the opinion that I gave on those was that you're kind of getting a jack of all trades, master of none. For £500 for the quality of tone that you're getting from these, I think these are well worth the money and well worth checking out. Anything I don't like about it is pretty much what I said about I'd love a twin input version. I've got a PRS with 2 inputs, and it is incredible live for how versatile it is. I know you've got one as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the PRS SE hollow bodies that they do, that stuff, it just changes it from being like a guitar that you can get okay sounds out of to a guitar that you can just really master the tones of everything that it can do. Other than that, any final thoughts that you've got on the guitar?
Honestly, I think it's incredible value for money. You know, it's again, it sounds superb. The build quality is, you know, at this price point, really, really clean. Looks great. I mean, this one feels superb as well. You know, I like my offset Fenders.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd happily play this out.
Yeah.
You?
It is not very often that you will hear me say this. Long-term viewers of the channel know that I've given Fender, especially the lower end stuff, a rough ride over the last few years with the quality that's come out. So it's not very often that you will hear me say this. I think this is a fantastic guitar, well worth checking out and well worth the money. So if you see one in a shop, have a try on it, see what you think. If you're looking for a guitar that's going to cover a load of bases, something that you can sling around nice and lightweight, take to an open mic night, take to a jam night for a few different tones and all that kind of stuff, definitely check one of these out. Other than that, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.